Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this bright, sunshiny morning? Miss Southern Belle, Inherited Stitches. Mark, good morning. Let's mute. You're awake? Good to hear you're awake. Got the coffee? Everybody got their coffee ready to go? How's everybody this morning? Hey, Bud Files, good morning. I was just watching your latest video, Bud Files. I couldn't make the premiere. It's so hard. I work crazy hours. Sunshine. Yeah, it's actually supposed to get up to 70 today. But right now it is temperature is up to 52 now. Let's see what the weather is. Type in weather in your zip code. 7 and it is. Come on, Nightbot, wake up. There we go. It is 53. Wow. It is warm out today. That's a heat wave. I got my little seeds over here with the grow light on them. Hey, Chris. Good morning. Because the temperature was so cold. Am I cold? No, not really. It was cold last night. Got down to like 30. Uh, it's snowing there. This is some weird weather this year. You got 41 degrees in Dix. Wow, 36 in your hood. Oh, thunder snows are really cool. I've heard them before. They're pretty neat. Haven't seen one in a while. My, I think my floor is on a slant. I'll keep sliding back. Hey, AR Guns, welcome in. If you guys want to drop your link, just type in woman. And I believe Nightbot is awake now. Let's double check. Somebody type in woman to make sure my Nightbot is up and at it. I need to make a snow angel. We haven't had enough snow this year, Miss Southern Belle, to even make one. Hey D, welcome in. I mean, I used the snowblower twice this year. Normally it's like once every 3 days. So it's been crazy. So yeah, inherited stitches. You got to wait for a second. I think it doesn't matter. Just type in woman, just one woman. And I swear I'm sliding. I'm in my basement, and I think the floor is like on a slight slant, and I keep sliding down. It doesn't matter if it's uppercase or lowercase. Just woman. Oh, no problem, AR Guns. I try to get on everybody's stream that I can, but sometimes it's really impossible, to keep up with everybody. And when you were a smaller channel, when I was a smaller channel, it was easy to hit up everybody, but it's kind of hard. What I do is I created a playlist, like for premieres. It's called premieres, and that way I can put them in a certain order. And I was like, okay, this is the 20th, this is the 21st, and then I still may miss it because of if I have to work or something. Now Nightbot should be awake now. Inherited Stitches. It should be awake now. I see D's just dropped. You're in the laundry room? Yeah. I'm usually in the garage in the summertime, but I'm not there in the wintertime because it is like extremely, extremely cold up in there. I have no heat. Randy the truck driver. Oh, Randy. I love Randy. He's a hoot. Hey, Virginia Bushcrafter. Hey, Mark. Hey, Beverly. Good morning to everybody. Yeah, he's a hoot. Randy, you gotta love him. He is definitely a hoot, and he's like one of the most supportive people that you can run into. Oh, Randy's live too. You tell Randy he better get his butt over here. You can type that in. You have laundry to deal with? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow. She's, yeah, I can't really complain about the winter. I mean, but it's been brutal cold, but it hasn't been a lot of snow. So, and it's funny is that I've been back here in Pennsylvania for like 9 years, and I'm like always shoveling every day. And I said, you know what, this year I am going to get a snowblower. And I got a snowblower and I used it twice all winter. Oh, Randy is so sweet. I love him. Him and Shannon. I miss Shannon. She works a different shift now, so she had a goat there named Hercules, and he was so awesome. All right, Chris. Well, thanks for stopping in. Hey, CR. Good morning. My next mission. Well, I've got released from the doctor, so I'm good to go. But I got so many other appointments. I got eye appointments, all that. But next week I'm just going to go out for a day and just do some cooking out in the forest. And then the following week I'll be spending like 3 days somewhere. So yeah, I couldn't go for a while because I was sick and then I had surgery, so I didn't want to push myself. You know. Hey, Larks, you guys got to go check out her little chickies. She's got a little chick show, and it is so cute. They're like half asleep right now. Is that your name, C.R. Elliott? Hey, Aishu. I like to sometimes call people by their first names. I can remember them all. Um, so I think Elliott is that creative redundancy. I believe so. Maybe. Mark. Well, there's actually two Marks in here. Mark Corner Clubhouse and Mark Little Ridge. So anybody want to come up? Let me drop the link here. Copy. Let's go on the YouTube side here. Paste. Oh, AR Guns is Elliot. Okay. Paste. And I'm going to pin the link. All right. So have I ever done plants? I'm actually this year I got onto a competition from Willet Grow and Homestead Aquarius, and on foraging, fishing, planting, all that. So this year I got two raised gardens, and I'm going to do some planting. I actually got them down here in this little greenhouse, and some grow lights on it. You going to do a pop-up time? Hey, Rick, good morning. Good to see you. Awesome. You're going to do pop-up live today? No time on when? Okay, no problem. Just do a pop-up. You guys type in woman and make sure Nightbot's up to drop your links, and everybody connect to each other. And I got StreamYard pinned on the top if anyone wants to go up. Yeah, I'm hoping. I've never, did a huge big garden before. Just like, some herbs and stuff like that, but nothing big. But the kale is already coming up. Wish I could show you everything. The kale's coming up. The green onions is coming up. And it's funny. I'm lemon balm. Chives is not doing anything. Rosemary's not doing anything. They're just sitting there. Hey, Lauren. Have you ever done plant stuff? I've had forage for mushrooms. I like to get like morels or puff bellies. But yeah, I do that. But I'm going to do a lot of fishing too. I do fishing. But this time I'm going to, catch and cook instead of catch and release. Yeah, Beverly, I think you got to wait a second. I'm not sure why I won't, do it right away. But I'm going to have to get with Devil Dog and see if he can help me So where Nightbot is like already scrolling in the chat. You have a cheap electric tiller. Gonna plant some tomatoes. Okay, that's good. I can't plant in the ground because the ground is just like it's in bad shape. So I'm going to just do like these two. They're 5x3 raised beds. Then I have a small 8 pocket herb garden I got put on the porch, and I planted some flowers. But it's been so cold. Um, but I'm going to do cucumbers, kale, lettuce, spinach, just a bunch of herbs, and nothing that's going to be real difficult because I am not a gardening expert. That's for sure. Yeah, I've got some seeds over here started too. I end up putting a grow light on them, but I should have done that because the kale is already up to here after a week. So I'm gonna have to take those bad boys out. Yeah, I know. It's so cold now. It's supposed to be warm today, and then tomorrow drop back down to the 40s, and it's going to rain for the next 6 days. So, oh, the Erie County Fair. Okay, in Wattsburg. Oh, awesome, awesome. I'll see you before then if you're going to be at the rendezvous. Yeah, I like the Wattsburg Fair. I love to see all the animals and everything. So, good morning, Peter. How are you? Yeah, I went to, I think the last time I went to Wattsburg Fair has been about 3 years ago. Devil Dog on his first live stream. Yeah, he's grown. I mean, he's really he's good at what he does. That's for sure. You know, he's always helped everybody. Hey, Mike and Rihanna. If yeah, so if yeah, that's true, Mark. You give it a second when you try to type in woman. If somebody types it directly after, it's only going to be the first person that's going to drop it. So hey, Pete, how you doing? I don't swim. I mean, I should because I do have a bad back too. But yeah, he definitely has grown. Good morning, John. Yeah, yeah, Pitter, my buddy down here on the bottom. There was a cow and some kids sprayed mace in his eyes. I mean, this little idiot child sprayed mace in this cow's eyes, and it broke loose, and it was just running. And I mean, people were just like getting out of the way, and it was like so sad. Like, why would you do that? But my friend down there had ducked at the last minute, and it hit the horse stall, and it was pretty funny though. But yeah, it's like gives a new meaning to the mad cow. They end up catching the kid, and it's like, why would you do that? You know, you spray mace in a child in a cow's eyes. All right, AR guns. That's okay. You got to do what you got to do. I may start to do evening, maybe one evening live, so that you know I know people work during the day. You can do a front crawl, you know, because I know, but yeah, I usually work Saturday, Sundays, and Monday, so I work all weekend, and so it's kind of hard. And I work crazy shifts. I could work 5:30 in the morning. I could work at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, 2 o'clock. You had to spray in our face to train. Yeah, we did too. Yeah, you remember that we had to go into the gas chamber, uh, with the take your mask off. Oh man, that was brutal. And in the military we had to do that. Yeah, I remember those days. There you go, Beverly. I've never seen Pete on the panel, but you know, there's also, you know, if you guys know Homestead Aquarius, we've never seen his face, but he has one awesome voice. So, like, okay, whatever, you don't just show your face, you know. Hey, Lauren, good to see you. Maybe one day. That's okay, Pete. We know you're there. Yeah, on Army training. Yes, we had to do that. That was brutal. That was brutal, but you know, and then I don't know about you, but we used to have to carry those two syringes. So in case of a nuclear attack or something, you're supposed to hit yourself in the leg. But to me, like the gas masks are only going to help, but so much. So you should do it first before your birthday. When's your birthday, Miss Southern Belle? I'm a June baby. Mine's coming up in June. I want to do maybe sometime in May. Uh, hey, Mark.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You got a ponytail back there, huh?
Oh yeah.
Wow, you've been growing it for a while.
Probably 3 years,
Really? That's it?
roughly. Yeah,
Wow. You must take some
yeah.
good
My
vitamins.
yeah, my daughter and I. I was like, I wish you'd grow your hair out and leave it long because you kept wanting it short up here because when little girls, you brush
Hmm.
their hair and stuff, it always hurts them and stuff sometimes, and it pulls on hers. And I said, let's have a contest, see whose hair is going to get their butt first. So uh, we started doing it after about 7 months or so. She quit, and I said, I'm not stopping. I'm just going to let it keep going. So, but yeah, I haven't stopped growing it. I plan on it someday. I'm going to cut it off and I'm going to donate it and everything. But, I'll figure out when that is someday. You know,
Hmm.
everybody's like, oh, do it when you get to 1,000 subscribers. I was like, no, I'd have to have 10,000 subscribers to cut it off probably.
Did you see Bearded Eagle? He shaved his beard when he hit a 1K.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And he looks so much different. I was like, no, I'm not. You should have done that. You should have found something else to to do. Shave your head because you know your hair is going to grow back quick.
Yeah. I'll end up shaving my head and everything when I do it.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, 10,000. Yeah, I'll do something. Oh, you're going to go see Angie in May? Oh, that's awesome. Miss Southern Bell says, "What is your mission for the week?" Thanks, AR Guns. Have a good day.
There, my background should look better now.
I think you're frozen. You're just kind of staring.
Oh, yeah, I
There you
am.
go. There you go. It's the green. You have a green screen up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried doing that without a green screen and it never worked. So that's why I bought the backdrop.
Yeah, I ended up getting the backdrop too because it was just too fuzzy and everything.
Yeah, every time you move, you like blanked out, you know. Miss Southern Bell says she wants to know what is your mission for this week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for some reason I can't see chat and StreamYard here.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's not showing up at all. I can't see the chat, private chat, or nothing.
Hmm.
Uh,
Oh,
huh.
that's weird.
That's weird. Oh, let me switch over to my phone here.
God, is it my settings? Private chat?
Yeah, usually I pop up and it always shows up. This is the first time I think that's ever happened.
Yeah, actually, I can't either see private. Good to be here. You can't see YouTube on StreamYard. Use a phone to see the chat. I can see on both sides, but usually there is a private chat that pops up, and I don't see that.
Yeah, usually you have the private chat section and then you have the comment section where you can see everything. And
Uh
I don't see either one of them.
huh. Cruising is fun. Hey, welcome in.
Mark, what is your mission for this week? Oh, okay. My mission for this week. I have a live tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm interviewing the lady that built this here behind me.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And she's in Australia, so I have to do it at 10 o'clock at night because it's only 8 o'clock in the morning over there for her.
Mm.
So that's my mission today. I mean, my goal for tonight, anyhow. I have to go up to my building today, and I'm going to go live and do a little bit of cleanup. I got to set up some sawhorses to get ready to put some lumber on.
Hmm.
which is think it's coming Saturday. So, I mean, that's kind of my mission right now. I'm hoping the RV shows up this weekend as well, but I don't know. My brother and them are waiting for the boxes and totes and stuff to get out of it before they can deliver it. So, just it's just a waiting game, and I don't like waiting. It's been driving me nuts for a couple of days because I just want to get started on doing some more stuff, and I can't. Plus, it's been really kind of cold up here in New York, and the rain. I mean, it's been snowing. It's like you can't win. You start it's crazy. You go from 30 degrees to 85, and then it drops back down to 40, and it's like, man,
20. I know
it just kills you.
It was 20 last night, and it's supposed to get up to 70 today. Your body doesn't know what to do. Should I go outside in shorts, or should I wear fleece and shorts?
Yeah.
Hey, Gathering with Men, welcome. So, what is that behind you? I mean, that picture. Is that a building?
There is a
house?
Aircrete dome. It's 4 domes put together to make one house, which is just right around 1,000 square feet, I do believe.
Yeah,
it's 969 square feet of living space. I'll know more about it. I mean, I follow her on Facebook. She don't have a YouTube channel or nothing. I told her she should start one because I think she'd get quite a few people to follow. But she's just she's got a time limit to get this done, and she just needs to do it. But yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to know more about it, stop over tonight at 10 o'clock and learn a little bit more about Aircrete and what got her started, and everything about this place. I talked with her for like an hour in StreamYard the other day doing a test live, just to make sure everything was going to work right and kind of give her an idea of questions I'll ask and stuff like that. But I think she's going to end up doing most of the talking.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, that the resources people come up with to build stuff,
Yeah, I mean, it's an alternative way of building, and I've always been into the alternative way of building. Whether it was straw bale or adobe, and I mean, there's just so many different ways. I mean, there's the hemp, and then there's the Aircrete, like this is, which is just one bag of Portland cement, a 94-pound bag of Portland cement in the bottom of a 45-gallon barrel. You just mix that up, and then you fill it full of a foam mixture, and you fill the barrel right up, and you got 45 gallons of concrete that is insulated.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's a kind of a cheap way to build. You used to be able to build like one of them domes, like a 16-foot dome, and it would cost you less than $10,000.
Wow, that's pretty good. Hey, Christine, welcome in. Yeah, I was looking at these. I've watched this one show on TV where they took one of the big old trailers, storage trailer things, and converted that over to a home. I thought that was pretty neat and cheap. Thanks, Mike, for sharing me out.
I mean, there's all kinds of ways to build something. I mean, people even take trailers that you pull behind a tractor trailer, that and they turn those into homes as well. And some people turn them into just RVs, and they just travel like that as well. You just got to have that CDL to be able to drive that type of a vehicle around. But I mean, people are doing all kinds of crazy things, and I mean, it's like with what I'm doing. I'm turning an RV into a tiny home, and it's different. I haven't been able to find hardly any content on YouTube about replacing a roof with a regular house roof and replacing siding and stuff with regular house siding or anything like that on an RV. So, my content's going to be kind of new to put out there. Most people say they're turning an RV into a tiny home. All they're doing is just repainting their cupboards and changing floors and whatever, but they're not really doing anything to the outside to make it a real tiny home. And with what I'm doing, it's going to be completely different.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I mean, you got to be creative. Hey, Robert Mack, welcome in. Thank you, Miss Southern Belle. That was so generous of you.
Yeah, welcome in, everybody. If I haven't said hi to you, good morning. I'm trying to keep up with chat on my phone here, but a lot of times
it's a little harder. Yeah.
Screen. Oh, I guess I could blow my screen all the way up since I can't see the chat.
If anybody doesn't know, Mark, who's right next to me here, lost his home this past November to a fire, and he's rebuilding everything. He had one of those little tiny homes he was building. So, it's really awesome. It's probably been very difficult for you, but you seem to be more upbeat now, because there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it was rough at first, and thanks to my girlfriend, for flying me out to Arizona and spending a couple months with her to kind of get my mind straight,
mhm.
um, get my heart straight, get that inner peace back. Because I was losing myself because I lost everything. I mean, it
Yeah.
was devastating and it destroyed me. And it's like, what am I going to do? Here I am, flat broke, and there's nothing I can do.
Yep.
Um, and because of Kira, it really affected me a lot. If it wasn't for her, it wouldn't have bothered me so much. Um, I would have been able to just live in a shed. But with her, she's got to
Your
have her
daughter.
own room and different things to, so like she can be with me. Um, so, yeah, I was able to, find myself mentally and emotionally and get myself more stable when
Mhm.
I was out there with her. And then getting back here, and thanks to everybody with their generous donations. I mean, you as well, helped out, and I was able to get everything started cleaned up. And
Yeah.
I mean, I got it all cleaned up. I got the videos out of the cleanups of what is it, video 1 through 5, I think, and
Mhm.
I got the
Yeah.
excavator and I just buried it all. It was going to cost me almost $500 just to get a dumpster to get it out of here, and it would be another month or so before I was even able to burn a pile. And I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and look at it. So I ended up burying it. It's out of sight,
Yeah.
out of mind. And I feel a whole lot better that I don't see it no more.
Yeah. It brings back probably too much bad memories. Yeah. Mark also has a daughter. I think what she's 10,
Yep.
10 years old. So yeah, he's getting back together. I mean, that's got to be bad. Anytime I ride by and I see fire engines, someone's house or something, it's sad because you can recover from a lot of different things. Flooding is pretty devastating too, but at least you can recover some stuff when it's fire is involved. It's horrible, but
Yeah, it is. And I
yeah.
used to work for a company and did fire and water damage restoration and stuff.
Hmm.
And, whether people's houses flooded from rain or, their water lines broke or whatever, you go in and rip stuff apart. I mean, you're destroying somebody's house, but you got to do certain things to make it dry. And
Hmm.
I've gone in and tore everything out of a house, because of a fire or something as well. And it's quite devastating.
Yeah, memories, pictures, and all that. I
Yeah.
mean, even like if insurance was, it's not going to cover those memories that you've lost. I mean, they'll give you money, but how's that going to replace a picture of my dad from World War II?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
And
that's not going to replace that.
yeah.
So,
And
yeah. Hey,
unfortunately, I didn't have any insurance or anything because of I was building the tiny home by myself, so it wasn't ANSI certified or anything.
okay.
So that really made it hard to try and get insurance. I was getting close to where a company was going to be able to insure me, but unfortunately, I lost my house before I got to that 90%
Wow.
completion on my home. And yeah, I mean, it's like everybody's like, what's the one thing that you miss the most out of your house? I said, there's not really one thing. I mean, yeah, I miss my
Hmm.
computer, you know what I mean? Because I had the 3 screens and everything, that I bought for my YouTube and everything, and I miss that. But I don't miss that the most. I miss the little things, the pictures of my parents,
Yeah.
because I just lost my mom over a year ago. So I
Oh
missed all the
wow.
stuff I inherited from her, the stuff I inherited from my dad before that, the stuff my girlfriend got me, the stuff my daughter drew for me, and the
Hmm.
pictures. And, it's the little things that I always remember. It's not the big stuff.
Exactly. It's just the small things, and
Yeah.
we have things that we think is materialistic, but but memories are the worst. Like I said, my dad's got pictures and of him in the war and everything, and it's like that's treasured memories. Okay, if I lost my laptop, of course that's going to be kind of brutal, but thank goodness I have the cloud that's going to have all my stuff on it, but regardless of any disaster that people go through. I feel bad for them, you know.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Big Matt,
horrible.
welcome in.
It's horrible. It really is, and even though I'm going through, my own problems and stuff, I still try to help everybody out, out as much as possible. A friend of mine's niece, her place burnt down, and I went through my checking account to see if there was a way I could help, and I was able to donate $20 just to help.
Yeah.
Because any of the money that anybody's donated to me for my PayPal, my Zelle, Cash App, or the GoFundMe, that all stays there. I don't touch that because that's for my house. So I still live on just whatever's in my checking account, and I help everybody out with whatever I can from my checking account. If like I ordered my stickers, that came out of my checking account.
Hmm.
Well, I did use my PayPal to pay it, but I took it out of my checking account or transferred it over from my checking. So
Right.
yeah, I try not to, because that funding is for one thing, and that's it, to put a roof over my head and my daughter's head, and that's how I keep it. And I get to everybody, always help somebody in need if you can. Even if you go without for one thing or whatever, it still feels good to help somebody.
Yeah, Robert Mack, it's true. It's you respond to them and you want to run back in and grab everything, but it's like, okay, the only thing I would is if I have to go and grab my mama and my animals. But I had bought these stickers the other day, and you put them on your front door, and that way firemen can see that you do have pets inside. So that's what I'd be concerned about, because I can't replace my kitty cats.
Right.
And I'd hate to see they'll be scared. They don't know what's going on, and you know that's the worst, knowing that. But
Yeah. And
yeah, but you're picking up, and it's good, and you're moving on. You can't live in the past. So what could I've done? Should I done this better? Or maybe if I did this. Hey J and J, we had a boat when I was a kid, and my that's I love to fish with my dad, and he said, "Well, I'm going to get insurance on it next week." So me, him, my mom, and one of his buddies went out. We were way out on Lake Erie. We were actually heading towards Lake Ontario, but we were out there fishing, and I was down in the bottom part. It was just a small cabin cruiser, and my father smelled smoke, and he lifted up the hatch, and these flames came out. Now this is like total darkness out there, and he just threw me and my mom in the water with the life preserver, and he didn't have a chance to call nobody or anything. We just was swam away a little bit, and it's pitch dark, and I'm in shorts and a little t-shirt, and somebody from the shore way out said they thought they saw a fire, and they called the Coast Guard. Coast Guard, no, it's probably a light from a ship. Well, 6.5 hours later, we're like freezing to death at this point. They finally, people kept calling, says, no, look at fire. By that time, the thing went up and went down. So it was sunk. And they finally sent out this small little boat and found us. And so, but no insurance, everything. My mother's in the water yelling, Frank, get my purse. Now the boat is flaming. He's like, forget your purse. You know, your purse is just going to have to go down. Go back in the boat and get my purse. I was like, okay, no, that's not going to work. But, that's what you think of because, everything you have is in that purse. But
Right.
look, Mom, we need to live here. Okay. So, but hey, Ashley, good morning. Yeah, so yeah, it's always sad, and my dad was like so mad at himself. It's like, I should have got the insurance, and well, you should have, could have, whatever. It's done. We're alive. We're
Right.
alive.
And
Hey,
it's like Square County Homestead is selling shirts for us to help us out as well. Any of the proceeds and stuff that he makes from those shirts comes directly to us. And there's a few people that have bought them, and we really thought we'd end up selling a lot more, but it has. He's only sold like maybe 6 or 7 of them.
mhm.
Um, and it's a $20 shirt, and that's what you're shipping. And they're really nice shirts and everything. Um, and some people they don't they like to donate if they're getting something back, you know, like with a raffle or something like that, which is great, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, this is a way to, you know, get a shirt and kind of help promote our channel and help us out as well.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Lark, for coming in. Go take care of them little chickies.
CNC Farm, she just got her shirt actually, and she put a little video out about it.
I'll have to go check it out and see. I try to help out anybody that I can. I mean, and by the way, my mom was part of that Lowe's card too. She actually had watched your video with me, and she sat there and she was crying. I was like,
Yeah.
Mom, don't, you know. She said, well, I want to help him too. So
Well, make sure you thank her and give her a hug for me.
I sure will. Yeah,
I do appreciate it. It was a
she
very
likes to
nice.
watch. She likes to watch a few. You're one of her favorite is Miss Rita from Rita's
Yeah.
Roost. Every
I
day
mean,
I come, she's like, put on Miss Rita, please.
you know, you can watch the videos and stuff that you know, that I've done, the lives I've been on and talking about it and stuff, but there is nothing that's going to touch your heart more than that video of our tiny home journey.
Yeah,
Um, that that shows everything from the start to the end. And I mean, I get emotional every time I watch it. Um, it's just very touching. And if you got a soft heart and stuff, you better have a tissue, because if you don't, you're gonna get up and get one.
yeah, yeah. So Ashley tell you guys, get your shirts, good quality, only $20. Robert Mack said, yeah, you were in New York, right? When that where you lost your home,
Yeah,
New York. Yeah, New York. Robert Mack.
yeah, upstate New York.
He does do. Well, I'm not sure what side Shopkicks is on the cell phone. I never even heard of that, Miss Southern Belle. Yeah, upstate New York. That's okay, Virginia Bushcrafter. I do that sometimes at work. I just turn the volume down just to make sure I'm running somebody's playlist or something. Sometimes I go sneak off into the bathroom until they say, "Goodness gracious, girl, you've been in there a long time." I was like, "Oh, I got stomach problems," and here I am watching somebody's premiere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always playing somebody's stuff, you know.
Yeah,
I try to watch a little bit of everybody as much as possible. You know, if they're live or they just put a video out, you know, I got the laptop and my phone. I try to watch two different things if I can, you know, and then at night I try to run somebody's playlist if they need to help or whatever. I don't put it out there for people to run my playlist. I figure if they want to do it, they'll do it. I have a master playlist they can run if they want to. I don't put it out there and beg for the hours and stuff.
yeah. I didn't until I was at my last 400. I'm like, oh my gosh. Plus, you lose it. You start losing it after 365 days. You start losing the hours. I didn't know that. I'm like, why is it today I have less hours than I did yesterday, but yet more people watch the video? I found that out. Devil Dog told me. So
Yeah, and very, you know, and I'm kind of glad that, you know, I mean, it's been just over a year since I started the YouTube. It was in
mhm.
I think February of last year I started, or March. Um, so I mean, I'm throwing videos out there and stuff, and my watch hours are actually keeping up and whatever. But I do need to gain. It's just I think it's all going to start gaining once I start getting into the build process and putting videos out like
Yeah,
that. Like I said, I don't go around begging for hours and having people watch my stuff. If they want to watch it, they're going to watch it.
right.
I want it to grow more naturally and normal instead of, you know, in 12 months from now, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose all these hours and everything. And I got to start getting people to watch them again. I don't want to do that. I'd rather have
Robert
it
Mack,
grow on its own.
he wants to know your channel name. So just type woman in the chat and drop your link. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, at the beginning, I think, a lot of us just did sub for sub, and that didn't really work out anymore because yeah, you do sub for sub, and they're like, okay, I don't watch your videos, and so there you guys go. Type in woman. Oh, he did.
Yeah. I don't do
There's
that
his link.
sub for sub usually, you know, but if somebody does connect with me, I connect back. I can't guarantee I'll watch all your videos. You know, I watch what I'm interested in.
That's
Um,
that's how I am too, and
yeah, which is
there's
everybody. I mean, if your video's an hour long, usually I hit 2 times the speed, and you'll get 30 minutes of watch time from me from that. But 30 minutes is better than like the 2 minutes that some people watch.
Right.
And that's why I tell everybody, hit 2 times the speed to watch it, because I know you're not going to watch the whole video anyway, unless it's something you are really interested in and you're definitely supporting that channel.
Yeah, like a how to. Now, if there was an hour of, okay, I need to know how to build a cat shelter, I'm going to watch the whole hour because I'm trying to build it at the same time. But there are some videos that, I finally, as I started growing, was to make longer videos, because you've been watching my short little content for the last year. Maybe you might be interested in 35 minutes, but that seems to be the max that I will go, because if you look at your analytics, it will tell you where they're dropping off at. Okay. Like
Right.
15, 18 minutes, I'm gone.
Yeah, and I don't have like I used to have an intro, but then I started seeing myself when I'm watching other people's videos and stuff, and they have an intro. I skip that first 60 seconds of their video. I don't want to sit there and watch the same intro over and over and over, so I just skip
Right.
the intro. And I know if I'm doing it, there's a lot of other people that do the same thing. So intros are pretty much, you might better just do a quick little 3-second little intro with a picture or something, then we'll get right to the video. Because you put the intros in there, people don't want to watch those over and over all the time.
Yeah. Miss Southern Belle, you're spoiling me today. Thank you. Thank you so
And
much.
some people's intros are a minute long, some of them are even longer than that.
That's too long. I pick mine is 18 seconds. But
Yeah.
but I'm into this editing thing now. I got the new Filmora, and I love playing with that thing. And compared to the last 2 years videos, that was like, oh my goodness, this was some crappy video editing.
Yeah,
So
I'm still trying to figure out like a new intro and stuff. I mean, most of the time it's just, it goes right to the video.
mm,
There's no intro or nothing in the beginning. I'm trying to figure that all out. It's all going to come, and I'll stick just a little, 3-second clip in the beginning or something, or a picture or something. I just got to figure that all out.
yeah. Hey Scott, welcome in. Good to see
Mark,
you.
Mark Kratz, good to see you. Scott, good to see you.
Where is Mark at? Did I miss him? Oh, there
Yeah.
he is. Hey Mark. Hey Michelle. That's okay, Robert. You got to get to the doctor, and I know how that is. Oh my goodness, I'm about done with doctor's appointments, but I'm getting cleared, ready to go out camping. Oh, Miss Kayak, good morning, Mark. Make sure you email me so that company can send out your flashlight. Mark was the winner of the OD Pro flashlight.
Oh yeah, I think I just saw that yesterday or the day before that he won that.
Yeah, and he was excited. I mean, some things I hate when people put their name in and they're like, I really don't want it. I mean, I've been on somebody's you don't have my email. It should be on my about me page, but I'm going to type it in the chat. Do not
Yeah.
laugh at my email, please.
Yeah, my email is in my about section and everything, but the only people that could see it were on laptops or computers, so I ended up typing it in there as well, so those on a phone can actually see my email as well. And then I, finally got a PO box, so
Mhm.
I was able to put that out there so people could send me stuff, because I was having major address issues where things were getting shipped
Yeah.
back to the people that were sending it, and I was like, this is just ridiculous.
Hey Janet, good. Welcome in. Welcome in. You looked LB and you didn't see it? That's kind of weird. Shade Tree did. All right, let me type it in the chat here. And I'm going to delete it. I get very, very, soaking with, since I was hacked. I'm just really, somebody sent me something. And I'm like, I'm not even opening up this. All right. There you go. Right there. Bushwoman 61, which it'll be 62 in a month. Yes, I am Miss Kayak. I'm going to just go out next week just for a day and do some cooking out in the woods. And then the week after that, I'm hoping to go out for like 2 or 3 days. And then at the end of the month, we have our rendezvous in Pennsylvania. So there you go, Mark. I typed it in the chat there.
Yeah, I'm looking in your about section now on my laptop. Yeah, your email's in there on the laptop or a computer, but it's not there on your cell phone.
It's not on the cell phone. Yeah, it is on the laptop or computer, Mark. Knee replacement. Oh, I hope I have a bad back, and I go to physical therapy too, and it's really not. Um, Miss Southern Belle, the only thing about it when I had got hacked and they hacked my original email, it took over Netflix, it took over they took out my contacts, Twitter, Instagram, and of course I couldn't access my channel. So I created this one right here. However, I'm still using the other one. Okay, good. Let me delete this. I mean, I know that everybody in here is not going to. Geez, I almost put myself in timeout. Hang on.
Yeah, but somebody could be lurking, and that's all
what
they
I'm
need to
saying.
do.
Yeah.
I mean, they can get your email anyway if they get on your
Yeah.
channel and look it up anyhow. But
And that's another thing when you have like I'm going to have my monetization and 1K celebration next month. If you put the word giveaway in there, you will not believe all the people who just lurk in there, and
yeah,
so I always set up the subscriber mode for at least 2 weeks, but I'll announce it a week before. So, I had a couple people last time, and when they did my 700 one, and this one person won, and I'm like, okay, they're supposed to be a public subscriber, but I never seen them on my subscriber page. So I'm never going to use that word giveaway. As you can see, my one video, I took it out the thumbnail because you're going to get all those trolls up in there. So I'm going to put celebration party or something in there. so yeah, it's going to be probably the end of May. I'll do it. But yeah, it was so fun. The first one I had. You can block
yeah,
emails if you don't want them anymore. Okay. Yeah. I mean, now since I have it and YouTube has straightened out everything, I made everything a two-step authentication. So, in order to get to my uh, financial accounts or anything like that, you pretty much have to facial, fingerprint, DNA, password. So it's going to make it very hard for you to try to get anything from me. Hey, Barry,
yeah.
good to see you. Hal.
I've been trying to get somebody to come up on my channel and do a live with me about cybersecurity. So YouTube people, that have channels and stuff, even just a regular person can protect their information. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of things out there that a lot of people don't know about, and they don't know how to protect their private
Mm-hmm.
stuff. It's just a matter of trying to talk her into coming up. She wants to, but then she doesn't want to. And I mean, there was a channel that just got hacked on YouTube here a bit ago. And I'm hoping to get him over on my channel as well and interview him, and maybe even have him up there that day that I can get her
Uh-huh.
up there. I think
Yeah,
it's good
it's
info for people. I mean, I've had some people say, "Oh, I'm already protected." Well, you think you're protected,
mm-mm.
but you're really not. Believe me, I get yelled at all the time by this girl, and
You
because
think
my
you are.
passwords are, not as strong as she wants them to be, or they should be. So I've been changing everything, the past few months and trying to protect my channel and any of my private information that's out there.
I had to change 3 pages of passwords when I got hacked. And
Wow.
it took me, I mean, literally, it was 3 months of not accessing anything. They actually had my Twitter. I'm like, I hardly ever go on Twitter. Why would you take my Twitter account? It was dumb. They had somebody else's name, but my picture. And so recently, somebody here on YouTube actually used Women Outdoors to try to get the gift from the last video. So I actually had them blocked. And they were trying to steal the channel just for the gifts. So no, I told everybody don't fall for this. This is not me. And then Instagram, I couldn't get on Instagram, which I do use that. It started out with Facebook, and that's why I never go on Facebook hardly. And yes, your premiere, I got you listed. Make sure you drop the link of your premiere. Reach out to Miss Kayak. She has some really, really awesome videos. So type woman in the chat, and then you can drop it. So I started out Facebook. A friend was contacted me and said, you know, hey, you're posting nasty pictures on Facebook. I'm like, what? I get on there. I was like, that's not me. So I deleted it right away. Later on that evening, I tried to get on Netflix, and it kept telling me to put my password in. I'm like, never had to do this before. So I automatically set up on the TV. I couldn't get in there. So hey, Jerry. So I said, well, something's not right. Then I tried to get in my email, couldn't get on there. I said, no. So I called Netflix up. They're like, oh, well, we tracked down the IP address to Russia. I was like, well, why didn't you block it or do something? Why did you contact me? So I said, you know what? Cancel my subscription. You
Yeah, I
know,
just connected to Miss Kayak.
oh yeah, she has some wonderful videos. Her and her husband, they're out on the water. I think that's your husband, right, Mrs. Kayak? So
I like,
his channel is Kayak Seven Seas, and
yeah, like I said, I like watching everybody's content. You know, I mean, not every video is going to be for me, but there are a few I will watch. If it's not for me, I just hit 2 times the speed and watch it that way. But at least I help them out with a little bit of watch time and whatever.
hey, Natasha, how are you this morning? Is that me on Facebook? Uh, I don't know. I hopefully it's still me up there. I don't know. I just the only reason I have is because my mom's family is spread out, Missouri, Ohio, Indiana. So it's yeah, I don't like Netflix anymore. So she can keep in contact with them. They send her pictures, anniversaries, birthdays, and all that stuff. So yeah, but everybody, drop type in woman, and it'll drop your link for you. So there's a lot of good channels up in here. So my mother likes to watch all the resin, where they make stuff out of resin and build stuff, and she likes to watch the cooking channels. So and the one that does restorations, and then I have to tell her, you got to watch my people too, because I can't sit here for hours and just watch the ones you watch, and I'm getting behind on catching up with everybody else.
Right.
So come on, coffee, start working.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
try to keep up, watching everybody's stuff if I can. If I'm available, I do. I try watching everything I possibly can. If
Hmm.
I'm busy doing stuff, I ain't got time. I get behind on so many videos. Like when I was doing the cleanup there for a week and stuff, I didn't watch hardly anybody's videos, but I did go back try to watch a few of them here and there. You can't keep up with them all, but you do the best you can.
Yeah, it is. It's harder. The bigger your channel gets, it is harder to. But it's like CR said, do what you can. And I made two lists. One is called catch up and one is called premiere. Now, if I don't get to your premiere, I know to go back and watch it if it doesn't say upcoming. So same thing with catch up. I'll sort it by the oldest, and hopefully it's not like a month old.
Yeah,
But
I tried doing that watch later list and everything, but I still can't keep up with it all.
I don't
So
do, yeah, the watch later list is usually just videos that I'm not subscribed to, and I just want to see your video, or something
yeah,
that I,
I try to, I do the best I can. That's all I can do. That's all any of us can do.
yeah, Mark, yeah, just like, well, today is actually supposed to be nice, and I actually need to mow the lawn. Nothing else is growing. Well, my seeds are growing. My kale is actually all the way up to here, and that's been a
Yeah,
week.
Mark, I do the same thing. I'll binge watch on days like today. Well, today I'm going to be able to get outside and do something, but I got a few things I got to get done, and I'll probably just do a little pop up live when I do that, just to chit chat a little bit while I'm doing it. But there's them days I'll binge watch just to try and catch up on stuff.
Yeah, Pete, thank you so much for dropping Mark's premiere tonight. Pete is awesome. Miss
Oh, my
Southern
live, yeah,
Belle, you
yeah,
are so awesome.
my live interview tonight's with the lady that built this house right here. And she's in Australia. I got to do it at 10 o'clock at night because it's only 8 o'clock in the morning over there. But she's a strong woman, and she's got a goal, and she's been doing this for a couple years trying to get this place done. And
That is awesome, though. That is
there's
really awesome. I'm looking at it, and it's amazing how people get so creative, doing
yeah,
stuff.
and she's done things to build these domes that nobody else has even done yet.
Mm-hmm.
So she's thinking outside of the box. She's got that artistic creativity in her, kind of like I do. So, because she's a sculptor as well and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
she's doing things that nobody else has done. And everybody's like, I've never seen that done. And she's like, that's what I'm going for, is things that nobody's ever done before. I think it'll be a real good live. If anybody's interested in any type of, tiny living or,
Mm-hmm.
you know, alternative living or anything, they should watch this and get to know a little bit more about the aircrete and everything. I mean, I know there's videos out there about aircrete and stuff, but there's nothing like doing a live and actually talking to them and finding out what they have to say about it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. I mean, people come up with some creative things. I mean, one day, my plan is to live off grid somewhere. Um, Miss Southern Belle, you are so wonderful. You are so great. Thank you so much.
Storms Radio and Cat says the hard part is limiting your list of channels to watch in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, you just watch what videos you can. If you're
Yeah.
interested in them, you watch them. If you're not, you don't really watch them. You move on to the next one. But you try to keep up and try to help everybody as much as possible. It's about the support, and it don't
Mhm.
matter if it's 5 minutes of support you give them or if it's 2 hours a week. Every little bit helps, and everybody appreciates it either way.
One thing I have noticed is that, the bigger you grow, sometimes the people that used to support you don't support you anymore.
Yeah,
So,
it gets harder.
yeah, it gets harder. So,
Yeah, I mean, the more subscribers I get, the harder it is for me to keep up with everybody. Um, you try to do your best. That's all you can do, and nobody holds it against you if you can't keep up or anything. And if they do, then
yeah,
shame on them. I
exactly.
I still support everybody the best I can, no matter what.
See, Mark says here he's got a monolithic
Monolith,
dome.
monolithic dome,
Monolithic dome.
city 2 hours north of here. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I think that's on YouTube. I think I've seen that one. It's like a small community and stuff, and they have
Hmm.
all kinds of different little domes. And the monolithic dome is completely different. This here is made out of concrete and foam. The monolithics are pretty much, it's just a bladder and they cover it. Um, and then they have other ones that are, it's just little diamond shapes or triangle shapes, and they stick them together like that and
Hmm.
cover them and everything as well.
Hmm. Dome
There's so
City,
many different types
Texas.
of domes. It's just a matter of how much money you got to spend. I mean, one of these domes, a 16-foot diameter dome, you can build for like 10 grand or less. Um, there might be a little bit more now since the price of things have gone up, but yeah, I mean, you can build a nice dome for less, for 20 grand. You can build a new home.
So all three of those domes, are they connected together,
Yep,
like room to room?
yep,
Okay.
and
She
they
gonna
are
show the
connected.
inside of it?
She said she might be able to do a little bit of a walkabout and maybe a little walkthrough. We just have to wait and see what her connection is going to be like.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, after the live and stuff, if people want to connect with her on Facebook, they can see all the pictures they want. She posts all the time, the updates and everything, and it goes back 2 years.
Wow. Yeah, it looks cool. There somewhere I think I seen some video of somebody built Flintstone houses, and some it might have been California, so everything looked like something from around of the Flintstones. But
Yeah. I mean, she don't have a YouTube channel, but I've been following her on Facebook for quite a while, and I
Okay.
was finally able. She got to a point where it's like, okay, now I'm gonna try and get her up on my channel for a live, and she's like, yeah, I'm more than willing to. So I was like, awesome.
That's cool. Yeah, Barry, a lot of people are switching to solar, which is good. I mean, gas, electric, all that's going to go up, so much. Hey, Angie. Yeah, you got into Natasha solar? Yeah, I think we all should be prepared. You don't know what's going to come up next. You know, a lot of people are like getting all this food and put in freezers, but I'm like, you realize if we have no electricity, there's a zombie apocalypse, whatever, you can't get the cold food. So
Yeah,
one
it's like
needs
when I
to,
get to my chicken coops, I thought about running the electric out to there, but might end up just getting a little solar package and just stick it
Mhm.
out there just to keep the lights on at night or whatever for them, the heat lamps and whatnot.
Right. Yeah. Because we need to all be a little self-sufficient with the way that the world is running today. Dry goods, exactly, yes. Canned goods, pastas, rice, any of that stuff, and keep it. Yeah, but getting stuff and sticking it in the freezer really, unless you have a generator, but then you're going to need gas to run that, and the price of gas. Yeah, some backup, no backup batteries. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I got rechargeable batteries, but then again, guess what? It has to be plugged into electric. So if we have no electric and no gas, I do have a big old porta potty I can set up in the back. So, just fill it up with sawdust and there you go. So I got that one already. And I think everybody should have yeah, freeze drying is I don't know, you just doing our best, Shirley. She does a lot of prepping and she has a freeze dryer. I actually went and priced it. I'm like, oh no, no, it's up to $3,000 and more.
Wow.
Nah. But I mean that's all those MREs, all those meals that we eat camping and stuff. I mean that's all freeze dried and dehydrated. Propane, yeah, fridges, freezers also work on solar. Yeah, I propane. Always keep one of those, and I mean, I use for my grill. I'm always using charcoal. I like charcoal, but that has actually gone up. I don't know anything that hasn't. But yeah, you know what? If you get a freeze dryer, I'm sure it would pay for itself, like within a couple of years, because all the stuff you can do with it. But I'm definitely going to get a dehydrator and try my hand at that. I'm growing all these different herbs. I'm hoping that for teas and cooking and all that, save on that stuff. You can process about 7 pounds of food in about 2 days and package it to last 30 years. That is awesome. That is really awesome. Wow. That is really cool. Hey Nora. Freezers and vacuum sealers. Yeah, that's another thing. My mother has one down here in the basement somewhere. I got to keep her off of QVC because
Right.
she gets on QVC. I get a package.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this you ordered? Oh, it's a potato peeler. You got a potato peeler. Why? Yeah, so QVC, they like to get on QVC.
Yeah, Nora, the Stock Explorer, she's another one that got one of our shirts.
Oh, really?
To help
Okay.
us out.
Excalibur for a dehydrator. Okay. I was checking on Amazon and looking for stuff. Yeah, QVC. What is the other one? The Home Shopping Network. So anybody in here could answer this question. No, I bought these grow lights for my little seeds that are sitting over here. Do you put it on the now? I'm a rookie here. I'm asking this question for real. Do you put it on the blue setting or the red setting, or do you mix them both for the lighting? I don't know. I've had it on blue, but somebody said if you have two different light spectrums, they grow better. Natasha may be able to answer that. Choose anybody. I don't have any of the gardening people
I have
in
no
here.
idea.
Yeah, I don't have any of the gardening people. And warmer in Pope's Pantry. Yeah, we have the Amish around here. So the Amish people, they build some awesome stuff too, and they do sell that too. They come in. If you see them at Aldi's, they got like 3 or 4 shopping carts of stuff. Because I guess they only come in like once every uh, few months to do it. Full spectrum, yeah. So that's what I was wondering. And you can mix the blue and the red. Right now, it's been on blue for about 3 days, um, but I don't know exactly. Both light spectrums. You want to stimulate? Okay. All right. So I need to mix the blue and the red together. Hey, Natasha.
Hello.
I hear the
How
little
are
kids
you?
in the background.
Ugh, I know. I figured I would jump on though and answer your question. So yes, like people are saying, both light spectrums will stimulate natural light.
So I need to shoot it from the red and the green and the blue together.
Yes, there should be a button that says all of them.
I don't
And you
read
should be able to-
directions on stuff. I just pull it out and plug it in. I hate doing it. Okay, first of all, I got to find the English side. Okay, I got French,
Oh,
Danish,
yes, I hate that.
Chinese, everything. Where is English at? Forget it. I'm just plugging it in.
I hate that.
The English
Yes.
is in the fine print, and it's only
It's
like
in the very
5
back.
words.
Totally is.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I see somebody with the hydroponics doing the gardening.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I'm like-
have messed with hydroponics a little bit. Back in my younger days when I didn't have children, you can actually make them out of like the totes that you would use, like storage totes, and cut holes in the top, and then just plop down the little. They're just like little plastic. I don't know what they call them now, but then you can put little pebbles on the bottom of them, and
Okay.
the roots just go all the way down into the water, and you just put a little bubbler in there. It's like less than $30. You can have a hydroponic setup, and just as long as it's in front of a window, you've got lettuce or whatever you're trying to grow.
Yeah, they
That's
got
awesome.
some nice little hydroponic systems that you can find even like on Amazon that work really really well from what I hear,
Yes.
and they're actually pretty reasonable in price.
Well, it's been so cold out here, but it's funny is that I got the little seedlings in there underneath that little greenhouse thing. The kale is already up to here. I don't know what I'm going to do because the rest of them in there are still little. Like, what am I going to do with you? I can't plant you outside yet.
Well, kale, depending on what variety it is, you can plant outside. Kale is very frost hardy.
Oh, okay. Well, kale, you're going to be leaving soon. You
Yeah.
got to let
There's,
everybody else grow.
Your kales,
There's,
your lettuce, all that stuff can be planted. Strawberries,
Okay.
they're all frost hardy.
You know,
Okay.
Miss Southern Belle says, you know, we are pretty much on YouTube. You know, you can always search anything you're asking.
This is very true.
That's true.
Very true.
Hey,
Yeah,
oh,
that's right.
people.
I say that to a lot of people when they ask questions. It's like you can always search on YouTube. You know, that's what we're doing here to put out information for other people. You just look it up.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah, microgreens is another good one too to do. I haven't done those in a while, but I do a lot of sprouting, where you like sprout your lentils or your garbanzo beans, and that takes a couple days, and then that helps with the digestive issues with beans.
Okay.
So yeah, lots of cool ways to do your own gardening and stuff, even on a budget.
Yeah, I mean, I got the 2 5x3 beds out there. I don't have anything in them yet because it's been snowing, raining. Another day was hailing, and then you got shorts on, and then you got shorts and boots on. I go to work. What should I put on? Shorts or boot or pants? How about if I just put on shorts and boots?
There you go.
Hey, sweetie,
Right, well,
how you doing?
I'm gonna jump down off here. I'm gonna get around and get outside and start getting a couple things done today.
Okay, Mark. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. Okay.
All right, you too, and thanks
All
for
right, good to
everything.
see you.
Can you say bye?
See you, everybody.
Bye.
See you later.
There we go. And it is us.
You're stuck with me for a few minutes.
Jen said she's got to get her sprouts back going.
Yes. Yes.
You guys want to drop your link? Just type in woman and it will drop it for you. I have any mods in here?
I don't see him.
There we go. Yep.
Jen.
Yep. Jen. It's all on you, Jen. You better protect me, Jen.
Mama.
Oh, yes, Mark. I actually have lettuce and green onions right now in my front window that's doing the same thing, where I've just used it and then put the roots in some water, and hopefully that'll regrow for us.
Oh, that's pretty cool. The onions are coming up too, the green onions. So the green onions and kale is doing good. Rosemary's just sitting on her butt. She ain't doing nothing.
That's Rosemary.
Rosemary's doing absolutely nothing. Chives are doing nothing. Lemon balm. This is the first time
I
I've ever
love
tried a
lemon balm. Oh,
I'm growing
one of my
some
favorites.
tea herbs and lemon balm.
Love it.
What are those?
So I'm going to try my hand at that. Oregano is starting to just now, teeny tiny little things. Rosemary is a slacker, right? She's just been sitting there for 2 weeks doing nothing. So hopefully Rosemary gets it together because kale is. So I need to take kale and put it outside. And then I'm going to do some cucumbers and arugula, lettuce, and spinach.
There you go.
All about the greens there, you know?
Yep. Well, nowadays you've got to plant your own greens. Just with the amount of recalls that they've had recently with lettuce, greens, I was like, and I actually just recently, I was plant-based for a long time, and then I had kids, and it just wasn't the right lifestyle for me. But I actually just recently went back to plant-based. So I've been buying a lot more lettuce and spinach. And the other day I paid like $6.50 for a little tub of spinach. And I was like, this is stupid. I can grow this in abundance.
In 30 days, yeah.
Yeah. So needless to say, I bought a pack of seeds and I just went and started angrily poking a bunch of holes in the ground and planting.
There you go. I'm getting a little fence and I'm trying to figure out how high that I should put the hardware thing because the mesh, because I have these stinking little raccoons that like to come over. And I need to block them out.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny, Mark. Kale's Navy. Hey, Nora, when you gonna bring your little butt up here? She's just ignoring me today. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do them, and we'll see. Something has got to survive. If it ain't nothing, just but the kale.
The more, the better.
I'll just be eating a lot of kale and green onions. So, you know, this is actually my second time doing this because the first time I did it wrong. Everything just died. I was like, okay, let me research this a little bit more.
Well, that's funny you say that because I am like not the one with the green thumb. My husband has green thumb. Okay, so I took a pack of seeds. They were loofah seeds. And put them in some paper towel, wetted it, put it in front of the window, let it sit for 3 days, and was hoping they would sprout so I could plant them. After 3 days, I pulled it, and my husband's got his sitting next to mine. He's got sunflowers, watermelon, and all sorts of things. Beautiful sprouts. Huge, like this big. And I was like, what the heck? Why are mine not going? And so he goes over, he wets it a little bit in the sink. The next day, they sprouted. I was like, it's all because you touched my seed. That's it.
You touched it.
You touched it. That's all it needed. I was so angry.
Here, hey Joe. Joe's Garden State Gardener.
Yeah,
he's got a lot.
I have watched a lot of his videos.
I seen your lettuce this morning. So yeah, I used to live in Jersey and I moved there to here. I think 9 years ago. Take care of Mama. So I sold my house back in Jersey. Who's JJJ Joe B? Oh, okay. Oh, Nora's just sitting down there. She's not going to. I do have to go off camera for a minute. I have to hit up the you know where.
I'll hold it down for a moment.
You hold down the fort for me, Tasha.
I'll hold it down for a moment. What you think, Xylabug?
Think about what?
I need to pull up the chat on. I've been watching the chat on my phone. I need to pull it up over here so we can see everybody.
That's
There we go. Now we can see everybody.
That's mommy.
Huh.
Mommy.
Oh, yes. These doors are really cool. That's actually that one. And then I've got this farmhouse one too. They are not stained the same color, but that's a lot of the modern farmhouse type decor. That's what I try to go for, but I am not the best of decorating. I decorate with freeze-dried and canned items. Nope, they're not pocket doors. They're just regular swing open ones. Yeah, I was watching a bunch of the Garden State Gardeners videos yesterday. I am in North Carolina, originally from Ohio, and then moved down to North Carolina after my husband and I were stationed down at Fort Bragg. And then we decided to stay down here because the weather's a little bit nicer than up north.
Okay, that's what happens when you get to, in your 60s. you got to run. Oh. Hey, Pedrosa, I didn't see you in here. Mark is also a Marine vet. He's a Marine veteran.
Awesome.
Yep. All of us vets. Nora, no, don't you dare type in woman. Don't type woman.
Okay, Cleveland. Yeah. So I was around Toledo, Ohio, like 40 minutes from Toledo, Ohio. So.
Oh, yeah. I was born in Cleveland. And then we migrated up here to Erie, PA. So, which is only about an hour and a half from Cleveland. So I'm in a good spot. I'm like an hour, about 2 hours from Buffalo and an hour and a half from Cleveland. So I'm at the very top of Mark, you were in the Air Force? I thought you were Marines. Oh, no, you're who was in the Air Force? Oh, you were in the Air Force. Was it you in the Air Force?
I was Army.
You were Army.
Yeah.
Your husband was Air Force.
Nope, he's Army as well. Kids? My son is planning to join the Air Force.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's where I started out the Air Force and then changed after my 4 years went into the Army. Big difference. I'll tell you that.
I was going to say that had to be a huge change, my friend.
You mean I got to run now? I got to do push-ups now? What is this? No.
Where's my chair?
I spent 4 years in the Girl Scout camp. Right? I spent 4 years in girls. You could be overweight, eat too much. They never had the same physical thing as the Army did.
No, and they've made it a lot easier now. Now that my son's going in. Yeah, they pretty much they have to dead weight lift like 100 pounds and hold it for like 4 seconds, which I can do that, and I'm 80% disabled. So if my 18-year-old can't do it, we've got some issues.
Wow, that is so they've gotten more strenuous then.
Yeah, a little bit more slack.
Yeah, because you had a certain weight that you could be in the Air Force, and there was quite a few people that were overweight. It's like basic training. When I did the obstacle course, of course, I was just 18 then. I ran the obstacle course, turned around and ran back to go in the other direction. There's yell, "What are you doing?" I was like, "That was nothing." I want to do it again.
hurts.
Yeah, it's.
I did not like the obstacle courses.
No.
No, not at all.
Well, I was young and
No, it's the
strong.
U.S. Chair Force. Yes, agreed. The U.S. Chair Force.
That's how it was back then. I don't know how it is now, but yeah, back then that's what it was. I mean, we had steaks in the mess hall.
What?
Well, that was only one duty station. Basic training, I mean, they just threw some food at you.
Yeah.
And I was the chow runner. I don't know if what it's called in the Army, man. And I had to get up an hour early and stand in front of the chow hall, and everybody goes in. Of course, who eats last? Me. So I became a really fast eater. I actually had to train myself to slow down.
Yeah.
Because I had to. Everybody else is getting up, so I was the chow runner. I said, I guess that's better than being a latrine queen.
This is true.
Oh, Swede was in the Army for 10 months. But now I'm Charmy. 75 through 79. I went in 79. Graduated in June, and July I was on a plane.
Yeah, 82nd was right next to my I was the engineer battalion right next to 82nd. I was actually supposed to be in the 82nd with airborne, was in my contract, but I actually shattered my pelvis in basic training and had to drop the airborne part of my contract. But that's where I was slotted to go, was the 82nd.
Wow. Jen said she was born in 74.
God, I feel so young.
Girl, we were dancing to Saturday Night Fever. That was our junior prom song, Saturday Night Fever. Oh, we're wearing our go-go boots and our hot pants. Which these kids today wear these clothes and they're like, oh, this is no, it's not. I wore that 40 years ago. That is not a new style. How did you shatter your pelvis?
The sexual assault in the military and basic training.
Oh no. Wow.
Yeah, I was sexually assaulted by my drill sergeant, and when I came forward, the cadre did not believe me, and they hazed me and tortured me for 3 days. And that's actually where I shattered my pelvis, was from that part of it. And then I took it to trial, and he ended up being a serial rapist and did jail time.
Oh my God.
But it made the news, like it's all over the papers and everything. Like I even made like a training video on sexual assault and harassment through the Center of Army Profession and Ethics. And that's on YouTube. Like you can Google that and see my 20-year-old self, doing that training. And they use that throughout all branches. That was through the Army. I did, I got transferred up to ForceCom for a while and was underneath Sergeant Major Greca and General Allen, and traveled with them and just did public speaking on sexual assault. Wow. That was before like the Me Too movement and everything like that. So it was still very like, shh, don't talk about it. And I was very the opposite. I was like, this happened. This is what needs changed. I met the CSA of the Army, General Ordinero, and like it was cool experience.
Wow. Well, the other experience was not. I'm so sorry.
No, that is true. Yeah,
I'm so sorry you had to go through that, but at least he is in the jail.
No, he go that way, Siley. He spent 5 years and ended up getting out after 3 for good conduct. And he got they took his pay from him. He was a staff sergeant, and then they made him register as a sex offender for the rest of his life. So that's the only thing that stayed with him throughout it. But there was like 8 of us, and nobody else came forward. So like when I came forward, it was very much like, no, this guy, he was like the top of the line, I guess. He had done a couple deployments. He was fast tracked. But that just wasn't how he was behind closed doors, There
were probably more people. They just were too afraid to.
There absolutely was. This was just what the military could dig up.
Yeah. Now, Miss Southern Belle, I think G.I. Jane was not based upon that. It was called G.I. Jane, which I thought it was a kind of a dumb movie, but
I haven't watched that.
Demi Moore, she was pretty built and pretty athletic then. But thanks, Jen, for dropping. You guys want to drop your link? Just type in "woman" in the chat. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize there's things behind closed doors that happen in the military, and
Oh, absolutely. And it was like a huge thing. Like I had to break rank and go to the sergeant major and be like,
Mhm.
this happened. I need help. Because like nobody believed me. And you didn't have your cell phone. You didn't have a computer. You could write a letter,
Mhm.
but that would take weeks.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
and they were torturing me. They were spitting on me. You know, they shattered my
Oh.
pelvis. Like it was bad. It was really bad. And anybody that like stuck up for me, they would put them in the row with me and torture them as well. So it was like,
Oh
oh, it
my
was
gosh.
terrible.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mark, I've always been the type of person that just did not take anybody's crap.
Mhm.
So that kind of helped, I guess.
Hey, Ted. Yeah, you can. I mean, some people would just let it go. And it surprises me now, too. People come forward about, oh, yeah, back in 1965. Well, you know what? A lot of time has passed since 65.
Right.
You know, I think maybe you should have reported it in 75, maybe. But I think the statute of limitations is over.
Yeah,
But,
it is. I think you only get like eight or 10 years
I
now.
think 10 years. Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is a sick world out there. And it's getting sicker.
I just knew
Yes.
if I didn't come forward, how many more cycles of females was he going to be a perpetrator with? And
Yeah.
that's what really bothered me. Wasn't necessarily, I was just sexually assaulted and it crossed the line.
Mm-hmm.
But for all these other girls, it went way further. Like he was just starting with me. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, well, yeah, torture is illegal, but what she went through was illegal
Hazing.
hazing. Yeah.
And a lot of the cadre did get Article 15s for it and everything like that. But
Uh-huh.
eventually everybody moved different units and, it got wiped clean. Yeah, it's all part of how the military justice system works.
Well, at least he got a felony, and I'm sure a dishonorable discharge.
Yep.
So,
A bad conduct discharge is what
bad
he got.
conduct. Okay. Is
Yeah.
that worse than dishonorable?
Not really. They're about both equal.
Because that does show up on like job applications, stuff like that. So, is he nowhere? He's not anywhere in the area you're in, are you?
No, I keep
Okay.
track of him. Like I've got, I get notified through the legal system every time he moves,
Oh, that's
or
good.
if he changes his address. No, he's out in Arizona.
Okay.
He's far enough away.
Far enough away. That's good. Yeah, I was going to say, I did see a movie where this husband and wife, this guy had actually molested their child. It's not funny, but
Ugh.
they end up kidnapping him and put him in the basement and just tortured and tortured and tortured him until he just, yeah. But I thought, no, the court system had let him off. And they just let him go. They said not enough evidence or something like that, and they let him go. So, that's what's bad. Yeah, but there is some badass women out there, Ted. I'm absolutely sure. I've stood up to a couple neighbors, and they all know that when I lift my trunk up, when I come back from camping, I'm like, okay, here's the knife, here's the gun, here's the axe, here's a saw. And they always step away when they see me coming. I'm like, is there a problem? Something wrong? Hey, AR. How you doing? Yeah, so yeah, it's you can't take crap today.
No,
I mean,
you can't.
Doesn't mean that you're not they expect women. Which is funny is that where is the little feminist women's movement right here, right now? You don't hear anything from them. Not a thing.
No, and like I said, this was like back in 2012. So this was 10 plus years ago. So this was before Me Too and before all the resources now that the military's implemented. Obviously the military has tried to do some cleaning up.
Mm-hmm.
But
I know the Navy has a lot of issues I've seen a Navy,
Navy
in the
does.
news quite a lot. Yeah.
But the Navy came up with this really cool program, which is something that I mentioned to the CSA of the Army, was to start tracking people when it comes to any sort of misconduct being reported. So like before it was just, okay, you get an Article 15, it goes in your record. And then when you change bases, your record may or may not end up following you, depending on how nice you are to your HR lady.
Right.
So the Navy came up with like an actual tracking system. And every time they would move and there was some sort of anything that was like assault or sexual assault or harassment, they started tracking those people through that system. And then they could base them and put them with certain command groups that were like specialized in that.
Yeah, it's still, it's Jen, was Tarsha in here, or you just dropped her link?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta check her out. She's a gun trainer. I think she does firearms. Yeah, she is a instructor. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Hey
cute.
Rita, we were just talking about you. My mom was talking about you. Hey T Hand, good to see you. Hey, there's my sister. What's going on, Nina? I'm sure at no judgment here with Tish Ross. I'd like to hear her story on her
Can we turn
channel.
this up a little bit?
Just dropping it. Okay, well that's good. So because other women may need to go see what she's about, because she's definitely she's a badass too. So and we see a lot of, there's another girl, is it Fire and Ice maybe, or somebody, she's also a weapons instructor. So yeah, there's quite a lot. Yeah, Nina, I just binge watched your last two videos with you and Boyce. She gives you all these stories about Texas that you never knew about. Some of it's funny and some of it's serious. You ever see like the Brit girls? They're over in Britain. They'll tell you different facts about what you can't, laws in California or laws in Texas, what you can and can't do. So it's pretty good. Yeah, I watch a pretty variety, and my mom loves Miss Rita. I get home, she's like, "Put Miss Rita on." I'm like, "Can I just walk in the door first?" So we'll watch her videos of the day. You a lot of inappropriate Navy jokes. Yeah, that's probably good around the campfire. You're right.
All right, Albie, I'm going to jump off so I can take these kids outside.
That'll be good. Is it warm there?
Yeah, 85.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to get warmer here. I'm not sure. Well, let me go type and see what the weather. But thanks for coming up. Good to see you all the time.
Absolutely. Can you
All
say
right.
bye to them?
Bye. I hear you guys.
I'm 4.
They'll get Nancy.
You guys enjoy outside. Hey, Tracy. Good to see you. And it is me. All right. Weather is 52 degrees here. Oh, 49 there. Okay, I'm all the way up to a. yes, she does. She loves it. She definitely loves seeing you. She watches quite a few of you guys. So pass that heat to Canada. Well, you know what? It's going to be 35 tomorrow. It's 52 right now, and it's getting warmer. Yeah, Mark and Nina and Boyce, maybe you guys are close by each other. 17 Celsius. What is that Fahrenheit? That's probably pretty cold. 49. Okay, I'm only a few degrees higher than you guys. You type in woman, you can drop your link, everybody. Yeah, I've always loved Texas. I actually went to school after I got the military in Richardson, Texas. but I was always a Dallas Cowboy fans before. You got to type in weather and in your zip code, but I'm not sure how that would work. Yeah. Hey, Doomsday. 60 degrees. Okay. Well, that's warm. Hey, Tracy. You got winter again in Saskatchewan? You are? Okay. Well, drop your link and people can reach out to you. All right. Rocky Mount. Oh, my goodness. 80 degrees there. Okay. Definitely. All right, Mark. I will definitely get that to them. And so they can get your little prize out. I'm glad you won it. Yeah, I'm done with the snow. I'm done with the cold. I mean, it's going to be 72 today, and tomorrow it's going to be 35. You got it pretty warm, Miss Southern Belle. No, are you going to come up and join me for my last half hour? 17 Celsius is 62 Fahrenheit. Okay, that's warm. So just go ahead and type woman in Tehan, Homestead. Yeah, I hear you guys had a lot of tornadoes or somewhere in Oklahoma. You're not in Oklahoma. Yes, you are. I swear, my floor is on a slant. I keep sliding backwards. I'm floating away here. I'm sweating like Niagara Falls. I haven't been up there in Niagara Falls in a couple of years. Weather 77. Ah, you're in Cleveland. Oh, you're not in Cleveland, Ohio. You're in Cleveland, Texas. That's not too bad. Now, that's not too bad at all. What's the humidity? Humidity is 75% though. Oh, okay. All right, got Mark's email. Oklahoma had him yesterday. Hey, Victoria. Arkansas today. That's the only thing about living out in the Midwest. Here, the only thing we have to really worry about is snowstorms. You don't get any tornadoes, hurricanes, floods. Snowstorms is about it. But our snowstorms usually are pretty brutal. This year, they haven't been much anything. So that's the one good thing about living up north. Out west, man, you guys get them tornadoes just flatten, I lived down in Florida, it was the hurricanes. And out west, I guess you got the earthquakes, fires, and all that stuff. And I was like, no, I'll deal with just snow blowing. Yeah, I wanted to move to Texas, but you guys don't get the 4 seasons. And I do like all 4 seasons. So I don't know if there's a part of Texas that has 4 seasons. I'm going. Yeah, I like to, Nina, but like I said, I do like the snow. I know I'm crazy, but I like the snow, and I like to camp in the snow. And I just don't want 80 degrees all year round. So if there's a place somewhere that's not flat, that doesn't have any hurricanes or earthquakes, and has all 4 seasons, then I'm going. Yeah, all 4. Me too, Barry. Yeah, in 1 week. You put on a pair of shorts and you put on some boots. What is that noise back there? Let me see. I think my cat's behind me. Okay, yes, she snuck down here. You're from Canada, so I'm done with the snow. Yeah, it was really good this year though. No snow where you were at. All right, Victoria, drop your type in woman, drop your link. She's at 380. Let's get her up to 400. Yeah, I do too, sweet. I love the snow. I mean, after I left here in 79, I got stationed at mostly warm places. But then I had one time I had to spend a year in upstate New York, and it was cold and snowy. But after that, I got so used to the nice weather, and then I end up at Jersey, and so I came back here, and I was like, I hate the snow. Now I embrace it again. Yeah, no snow. Yeah, I gotta have some snow. The good thing about that is that you don't have to deal with mosquitoes, ticks, bears, pretty much just coyotes, maybe some wild turkey, and that's about it. So, did you? Yes, everybody reach out to Victoria. She has a really awesome channel that she does some flute music. She's just really soothing and to listen to, and so check her out. She's almost at that 400. Check out everybody in here. Drop your link, type in woman. This is an awesome feeling when you're in the woods, everything is covered with snow. Yep. I love it. Yep. Just got to make sure that you are dressed for it. I mean, I know people that go out there that are not dressed for it, and then they don't have a good time. And yeah, you are carrying, a lot more stuff, warmer sleeping bags, blankets, and all that stuff. But if you're nice and warm and cozy, yeah, you enjoy it. Sitting in the snow and just relaxing. It's so quiet. It's no place like home. You're welcome, Victoria. Victoria used to have a big channel, and unfortunately, you guys make sure that if you're using somebody's music, and they do give you their approval, then you make sure it's legit. So, yeah, that's my fake mountains back there. I tried to do the green screen thing without the green screen, and it doesn't work. So, Jen, you were in, are you in Arkansas or Oklahoma? I think you're in Arkansas, maybe. Yes, check out. Yeah, I watched your last two. I got a comment on them in your little thing, your series on your Texas tidbits. Arkansas, okay. Miss Rita's in Oklahoma. Okay. Yeah, and every time I see something going through here in those two, I think about you guys. And Victoria's up in Washington State, so looks like your mountains in Washington State. I know that is a beautiful area. That is a beautiful area, Washington. The one state I want to go to that's on my bucket list is Utah. I want to go to Utah. It's like one of the most beautiful places I've seen. Yeah, Jen, my mother is Miss Rita's biggest fan. I'm going to have to give my mom her own YouTube channel. So, you drive past her? Oh, wow. That is cool. So I'm going to make her a YouTube channel so she can just turn it on and watch whatever she wants. I did that for, I got her a Fire Stick, and she really didn't know how to do everything on there. So I got this bill for, what is this Hallmark channel and this channel and that channel? I said, what were you watching? She says, well, I was watching movies and I just pushed this button. I'm like, you paid for these movies. I know. I was like, so I just got the bill for like $100 for movies and subscriptions and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put, if you see a channel called Mama D, that's gonna be my mother. Hey Bob, how are you? So if I can only get rid of QVC, we'll be okay. That woman loves QVC. It's like $100 worth of subscriptions. Well, I didn't know. It just said, "Do I want it?" And I said, "Yes." No, you read the fine print. Yeah, I'm gonna get her a YouTube channel. I don't think she's gonna post anything on there other than maybe the cat. QVC and Home Shopping Network. Yep, both of those. I get stuff and I was like, "What did you order today?" Well, I ordered this ultrasonic potato peeler. What the heck is that? What did you order the next day? Well, these scissors will cut through metal. But you don't have any metal. You're cutting paper. So we're gonna have to ban the QVC channel. I know, right? I don't go to QVC. I mean, I love Amazon though. I love Amazon. I used to shop at a lot of these outdoor stores like um, Sportsman Warehouse and all that, but their prices got so high, and I could get the same thing on Amazon for like almost half of that. Everything has gone up. So, but Amazon kind of keeps their prices. She needs a channel to unbox these. It's like, what is that? Well, this will cut through metal in solid galvanized steel. We don't have any galvanized steel around here. So she says, well, you can use this for your to donate on your channel. Boyce gets it to me about packages. Yeah, so I know, but it's she's elderly and they got to have something to do. So most of the time, the stuff usually goes right back. But just her getting it goes around your neck to help blood circulation, to help lose weight. It's a stinking point. $25 lesson there. Yeah, any of that stuff that says, "Oh, you can," yeah, that you can lose 100 pounds if you wrap this ace bandage around your stomach. No, I don't think so. I think there's a little bit more that I have to do than to wrap an ace bandage around my stomach and lose weight. You had to delete your Prime. I do have my Prime account. I do because I mean I can watch Prime movies because I got rid of Netflix and what is that other one? Netflix, not Tubi, whatever that other subscription is for. And I got rid of both of them because our internet went up $15. Not like $5, $15. So these things keep going up, and I got to balance something out here, Hulu, yeah, Hulu, Nino, yeah, Hulu, Netflix. I got rid of both of those, but I kept my Prime. I had to keep Prime, so I liked Prime because I could see all the movies and shows. But that's all I have for subscription is Prime. Yeah, you're spending too much if you didn't have Prime. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, she should have her own channel to resell the stuff. We end up just taping it up, but she did. She gave me the set of scissors, and she said, "Use this for your celebration that you're gonna do." And then she gave me something else to use for the celebration. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I like the donations. So I'm seeing what's coming in the mail today. It's usually twice a week. I got ripped off on this. It says it keeps coffee cold for 4 to 6 hours. It's only been an hour and a half. It's cold. Don't you say that word. I had that in my thumbnail for the flashlight, and I started seeing people from the woodwork come out, and just before the giveaway, and I took it off the thumbnail because I had people, apparently if you use that word giveaway, people just subscribe to you and just to try to get in on it. So I took that off. So next time you have one, somebody told me use the word party, you know, or celebration. But if you use that word that Nora just said, you're going to have people come out of the woodwork. So what I'll do also, they said, is to set your subscription to, um, no, did I say cold? Thanks for correcting me. I meant hot. I, I meant hot, not cold. And this lasted an hour and a half. That's false advertisement. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, okay, Jen. Just tell everybody that I'm getting old. I thought I said hot. Well, listen, that's what happens after you hit 60. You know, the memory is starting to go. But I'm just starting to take some herbs or something like same thing. I read that this is supposed to bring back your memory, 10 years, take 10 years off of your age or something. I don't think it's working. I think I lost $35. Well, it's also supposed to keep things cold for 6 to 8 hours. So if I had anything cold in here, we're going to try that out. Organic growth is the best. Yeah. The biggest thing is that you'll know later on, and I know in the beginning it was just like, okay, I'll sub to you, you sub to me, but then you realize that okay, these people are not even watching my videos. Where am I seeing blue at? Oh, it's from my little grow lights. 60. I'll be 62 in June, Nina. We're sort of full of youth. I don't know. Oil of Olay, maybe. I don't know. No, I'm not sure. No, I am. I guess you guys could be young enough to be my children. If you're in your early 40s, maybe. So I want y'all to start calling me mama. Oh no, 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 no. Don't fall for that, Victoria. No, that's why I don't like Facebook. Facebook is where it all started. Nora, it is in June. We are 43. So I can't be your mama. After June, I can be 43. Yeah, I've been 19. I've been 19 years older than you. 52 here, going on 17 mentally. Hey, you got to, you know what I mean? I told her, hey, CR, well, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. We'll see you next week or sometime. Now, I told everybody that if I have to get out there in the woods in my walker, I'm going to do that. So if you see me pushing a walker with my backpack on, yeah, you guys are youngster. I think I'm the only one in here that's old. 60, 16. Yeah. Well, I've got a friend of mine and her daughter is about that. 51, you turn 52. Okay. Oh, that's only 10 years, but yeah. Nina and Jen are my children. She asked you for $50. Now, you know what? Make sure on your messenger too that you have the facial recognition. I mean, I've got everything so locked down. Everything is in lockdown ever since I was hacked. What day in June was I born? The 17th. Okay, Jen, I can't be your mother then. I that would make me like 15. Well, I guess I could. No, that make me 14 years old. No. All right, Jen, you don't qualify as my child. She's going 100 mentally. Usually every third year, my birthday falls on Father's Day. I'm not sure this year, is it? June. Yeah, how come you don't have? Yeah, it's usually every every couple of years. Yeah, you can be your little sister. Okay. You don't either what? No, you don't. You go, maybe my little sister, Nora. Probably my little sister. Yeah, okay. Then I'll be the big sister to everybody. So, everybody, you got to listen to me. If I'm your big sister, you got to do as I say. You're born in 76. I think I was like a sophomore in school. Yeah, I was a sophomore in high school. Those are good old days. Saturday Night Fever was our theme song at graduation. at the prom. Music going night fever, night fever. Yeah. You push your wheelchair. Yeah, Nora, you pushed my wheelchair probably off a mountain or something. And there I go flying. Just as long as I have my hiking poles with me, I'll be okay. Yeah, see, you're gonna probably push me off that little mountain behind me. Hey, I'll be out there in my walker. Long as I keep going, I'm gonna have to wear a wrap around my back though now, but hey. I think that's how you get older, is that you slow down. No, I am her. So that was probably eventually have to happen, you know. But she's 86 now. She's still going strong. No, I mean she does use a walker. Um, she cooks still. Her balance, and you know what, her balance got worse after she got a back surgery. She doesn't walk the same as what she did. I thought she walked better before the surgery. And her eyes, which we're trying to get her next to the eye doctor to take care of her eyes. So, okay, Nora, but then, yeah, you can't push me off the mountain with my wheelchair. Oh, everybody thinks that's so funny. 76 would be 44. 16 is 76. How would you be 676? All right. That will make you older than me. I was 15. 15, I believe. Yeah, once you slow down, but once you stop doing those things and you just come to a standstill, I think that's when age starts to catch up with you. Yeah, her balance is, but she's diabetic, and I always get on her about eating too much pasta, too much sweets. Does she have a button? No. She's right above me, and if she needs me, she'll stomp on the floor, or she'll call me. I got my phone. And quiet listener wins. Did she win? Uh-oh, Miss Southern Belle is beating us all. She's the winner. That would be great too. Miss Southern Belle beat us all, I guess, guys. Wheelchair with rocket engine. Yeah. Well, I know there probably be a time soon. I'm not going to put her in the home. Definitely not going to do that, because I hear so many horror stories about those places, and I don't want to do that. I think she's in home, with the cats, and but she's so 67. Well, Miss Southern Belle, you don't look 67, but you'd have one. You have won the award. Yeah, you got to worry, Victoria. That's why I don't go. I go on Facebook maybe once every 3 days to make sure it's still me on there, like I do Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, they are. You know, it's just, you know, if you need, you know, really one-on-one care, but you really, really got to be very selective. Okay, all right, Nora, enjoy your skating. Yeah, I'm getting ready to shut down. Gotta do some errands for Mama. She wants me to go searching for some some squash. She wants the frozen squash, and I've never seen it before. So I went to Walmart yesterday. They don't have it, so I'm gonna head to Giant Eagle and Aldi's and see what they got. So everybody, thank you so much for coming in. It's so good to chat with you guys, and good to see you too, Nina. It's been so long. I'm almost finished with your last video. I sure will. Well, I'm actually doing running errands, so you know, finding this and that, finding stuff that probably don't exist in the stores. If anybody's ever seen frozen squash, or you know, tell me where I can get it. I was gonna say, Victoria, I didn't think that your numbers were right. And yeah, make sure you guys all reach out to everybody that's dropping their link. That's true. That exactly. And I don't know if I can try and grow it. I can try, give it a shot. But yeah, hey Nina, you'll be proud to see my seedlings. I've been watching all you guys and getting all your little tips, and I got some grow lights now. They're not at Walmart though, Jen. So I'm gonna go check out Giant Eagle and Aldi's and see if I can find it somewhere. Somewhere in the city's got to be some frozen squash. No, Walmart didn't have any. Wegmans. I don't know if you guys have Wegmans and or Giant Eagle, one of those places. So I'm on a hunt for a frozen squash. So, you guys, thank you so much for coming in, and we'll see you next week. Yeah, Jen, I got mine at Lowe's. Shout out to Lowe's. Yeah, Nina, though I 3 days and the kale is already up to here. I'm gonna have to take it out because everybody else is still little. The kale is like pushing its way out out the little greenhouse box. We don't have a Kroger's. We got Giant Eagle, Tops, and Wegmans and Walmart. So yeah, I gotta take kale out, put kale somewhere, because it's too cold. But I heard kale is good in the cold. Is that true? Anybody? Kale? Kale in the cold? Kale? Yeah, Alexa's dumb. I don't go by Alexa sometimes. Yeah, well, they're all in the same area, so I can hit Giant Eagle and then head down to Tops and then loop around to Wegmans, and I can find out. So, everybody, we'll see you next week, and hope everybody has a blessed day, and I'll catch everybody soon. See ya. Love you guys.